Hey guys, I'm doing my failed breakout scan here, and I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm going to start with the majors. Now, we have really strong trend on every single time frame in AUD USD. So what that tells us is that the daily failed attempt to drive the market up. This one's a very high probability of going down today. So we have a couple of different ways that we can play this. We're a bit late on this. The time to enter was about here. So we're a bit behind the 8 ball. So I probably wouldn't chase this entry. What I would do is look for retest off a deep pullback. So we have this one here. The low is 73.76. The high is 74.09. We've got about a 35 pip R value. If I would place a limit order to get short in there, and let me just add that to this. AUD 240 minute limit order, missed it a little. Okay, so this one looks particularly good. Next one, Euro USD. I was in this yesterday. I got short on the retest here. Protect R got me out here, which was very lucky because it would have stopped me out. Small win. Well, it was about a 1R win. No biggie. Okay, so we have this lining up. Now, this is a market that, if it falls, is going to fall off the plate. Let's look at this. So we have two theories. We have the market trying to make a trading range, or we have the market just soaking up some pressure before it falls off the plate. If we break this daily low, this market is toast. So would I take this yet? This is some way short of the 70% odds that we really need to be a high probability setup. So I'd be looking at other things right now. GBP USD. Okay, so the daily first. The daily is nice. The weekly is nice. Okay, we're again a little late. We've entered on the high volatility side of things. This is almost right. Okay, so let's look at the 5 minute. So the 5 minute is appealing because we have very low volatility. Where can we place a line? We don't really have a great spot for that. Yeah, we don't have a great spot at all. Yeah, that one kind of sucks, but it's probably the best one that we have. Okay, so let's look at this closely. The daily and weekly are good. This one is almost good. This one is perfect. This one, I'm a little concerned by the spike in volatility here. And this one is not quite right. This one really needs to pull back to the 131.78 range. This is less than ideal. So it's almost a setup. So GBP USD failed breakout. Not perfect. It's a sort of a B minus trade. Like, you could take that, but personally I'd be skipping. Let's look at NZD USD. Okay, the daily is really nice. The weekly is really nice. The 240 minute is nice. It's too far away, so we need a more substantial. Retrace before we can be interested in that. But that will definitely go on our radar. That will probably set up by the NYSE session. USD CAD. Wow, that's a really strong and smooth trend. That's like money. Okay, we have decreasing range to the upside. Still okay, not terrible. This is very nice. This is perfect. We have stops that are going to be triggered all the way along, hitting here. So this is one that could run and run and run. Okay, so what do we have? We have, this is still too far away. This needs to pull back a little more. So right now we have a bearish setup in play. I want to see that pull down to about here and then fail before it goes up. So so USD CAD, let's mark that down. Strong trend needs more pullback. USD CHF. Okay, this one is lovely. If it goes up a little bit, it's going to be good. Now, how do we play this? A couple of ways. If you were here, you could have got the retest off the lows here. If we're late, we can get in here, stop loss here. As a failed breakout setup, it's not quite perfect because this is pulling back. So I would take this on the 240-minute chart. So USD CHF, take on 240-minute hammer. And this one is, you can see if this one takes off, it's about at its point here. Okay, let's look at USD JPY. Okay, the daily is a little too close to here. This one could work or it could not work. This would be one that I'd be standing aside from, all things considered. Okay guys, so that's the majors done. There you go.